do not speak to my mother or anyone in my family for a lot of personal different reasons. Of course, trauma is part of that, right? And while I'm grateful that I don't let my trauma bleed onto other people that have come into my life since then, since going no contact with them, it also makes me question why so many of us, especially in the Black community now, a lot of us as adult children are choosing to go no contact with our families.
Because again, you don't know how to deal with your trauma. You're saying that you're not letting past trauma bleed into new relationships, but you're letting that trauma still control you. I'm going to be very honest and personal with you guys here on this video because I have a perfect example as to a person who could have gone no contact with their family but decided not to. And not necessarily just my family, but for example, my mother. Now, my mother did not raise me. I was taken away from my mother when I was 5 months old. Her and I did not have a relationship growing up. When I did live with her for 2 years when I was young, from 8 to 10, my mother abused me a lot. I came to the United States when I was 10 years old. Again, then my mother came shortly after. We didn't have a relationship for years. We didn't talk. And it was because of all the abuse that I went through with my mother. Now, fast forward a couple years, when I was 18, she reached out to me. She asked for forgiveness. It was some things that she never wanted to believe that had happened in my childhood that I have forgiven her for. I don't really hold that against her anymore, but I held a grudge for a long time on that, even though I had forgiven her on everything else, because she refused to believe the reality of what things were, although she had asked for forgiveness on everything else. And then years later, as I got older and I got more mature, I realized that there was no reason for me to have that animosity towards my mother. So I've completely forgiven my mother for everything that she did to me as a child. And out of the three of us, I was the one who got it the worst because my mother has three children. Me being the oldest, I was the one that got abused the most, even though I lived with her the least amount of time. But yeah, my mother and I have a great relationship now. And all in all is good. And this is just like a short version of the actual story because I don't want to get too deep into it. But you have not worked through your trauma if you have decided that you no longer want to talk to your family.